Hey guys. Hey everybody. It's Mary Jo. How y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Um if you watched my last video, I started it was originally supposed to be a fall cardigan. And then halfway through, like the first few rounds that I was doing, I decided that I was going to make it a Halloween cardigan because fall will go all the way, to Thanksgiving. And Halloween is pretty much around the corner. We got about 2 more weeks before we get to Halloween. So I figured I will make a Halloween one. And I did get a chance. I was able to order more tags. I'm not sure as to when they'll be here, but hopefully they will be here soon so that I can tag a ton of stuff. All the hats that I made, when I went on a crazy hat kick, because, apparently at that moment I lost my mind and thought that I had to make 50,000 hats. I mean, I think in reality it's something like between 18 and 25 hats that I made within like a span of a week, which is, maybe a little nutty. Who knows? But anyway, I stopped making them because I had quite a bit, and I also, that's when I realized I had no more tags. So, making more hats and not being able to tag them, it was just, there's that better, yeah. It was just, not what I wanted to do. And I also wanted to make a cardigan, and that's when I made that gray and black one. So, I decided that while I'm waiting for the tags, because those hats don't take me very long. I think the longest hat took me about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes or something like that. So hats don't take me very long. It all depends on whether I want to make them a regular size or a folded brim, or like an oversized hat, like a slouch hat. But other than that, they don't take me very long. So I can always, if I want to add more hats, after I get the tags for those hats, and I end up putting everything up on my website, then I'll decide whether or not I want to make more hats right away, or whether, I'll wait. But I do have, like I said, quite a bit of hats. I think it's like between 18 and 25, maybe. That's what I said before, right? But in reality, I only have 4 cardigans, 3 cardigans. With this one, it'll be 4. And one of them is more of like a spring, I guess, cardigan. Like, I mean, you can use it whenever you want. You know what I mean? But the colors themselves, I mean, are more, I think, like springy. I can't, I'm trying to remember the color of one of them, and I'm completely drawing a blank. I have them all over. If you keep seeing me look to over there, is because I do have them all in like a little nice box that I made. I covered a big box and I have them in there because I do want to take them outside to take pictures. I have all the stuff that I have made and that's ready to be put up on my website in a box, or 2 boxes rather, and they're all gonna go outside with me so I can take some nice pictures in my yard and put them all up. I just haven't been able to do that because for the last week and a half or so, it's been horrible weather. About 2 weeks. And it's like I haven't, either it was too cloudy or too cold or too rainy. So I wasn't able to get them done, but I do have everything ready. That's why this room is an absolute mess. I have everything ready to take outside with me and take some pictures so that I can get all of that stuff up on my website. I think in total I might have like 25 items, maybe less, maybe more. I'm not sure. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I got 4 of those and 2 of those, that's 6, and I think I have 6 of those, and that's 12, and 13, 14, 15. I might have around like 18 to 20 items that are tagged and are ready to go up. It might be more, and then I do have like some bookmarks and some keychains. Those I make with like scrap yarn. So whatever little pieces, and most of it, all of it is made with cotton yarn. The bookmarks and the keychains are all made from cotton yarn. So all the scraps that I have from making either the book sleeves or the market bags and the other like different styles of bags that I've tried to make, whatever leftovers I had from those, I put in a little bin that's right here to my left, a little bin that I got at Dollar Tree. And I use that for like scraps of yarn that are cotton yarn that are, I'll show you in just a minute, like the sizes that I have, because I have a bunch over here to my left that are already put aside to make more bookmarks. I have them on top of the bases, and I was going to do that, but then, of course, I decided that, no, I'm going to make a cardigan. So, here we are. But, for conversation purposes, I'm going to show you, like, when I have yarn that's like, hold on, because I got to do this anyway. Put you there. And when I have, like, yarn that's, like, this big, like, you can't really make something like a bag or, you know, This is cotton yarn. Can't even make a dishcloth out of these. It's not enough. So when I have like little pieces like this, I didn't know what to do with them, and I didn't necessarily want to like tie it onto something else. I figured like I can just save these, and that's what I use to make like my bookmarks. So I have a bunch of bookmarks made already. And, well, not a bunch. I think in total I have like 5 or 6 that are completely finished. And I do want to get these done. Hopefully before I go outside and take pictures, which I think I'm going to do that on Saturday. Because it's supposed to be really nice here on Saturday. And it's not supposed to be too hot. I think it's going to get into like the 60s or something. And it's supposed to be very sunny. So it'll be good to go in the backyard and set up the table that I have back there and all of that stuff. And take some nice pictures. And have like, the goal is to get whatever I have made and ready to go up on my website. I haven't really announced my website anywhere except for here. I haven't announced it on Facebook or Instagram yet because, you know, I kind of want to have items up there before I really start steering people to it. And right now I only have one bag up there, so I'm really not trying to advertise it yet. You know, but that's why I want to get all of those pictures taken and get that stuff up. And then, like, I want to have it up by hopefully Monday. Have all the pictures edited and fixed and have them all up on the website. And get the website finished, because I do have to add like how to make the payments and stuff like that. I've been working on it. I think I got it to the way I want it. And I, you know, like I added some more of my pictures up there. And so I want to take all that stuff outside and get it ready to get those pictures up so that I can officially launch the website. So I was able to order more tags, and that's why I wanted to make these cardigans first. I would really like to have 3 more done before the tags get here. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. It might be. It might not be. I have no freaking clue. Because, you know, the me that started crocheting, like when I would be like, yeah, sure, I can have all 3 done. It can't be that hard. And then, you know, you start actually making them and you're like, look crazy. It takes you about 14 hours to make a cardigan. So maybe not. But we never know. I do work fast, and lately I have been feeling a little bit better, so maybe we can. And if I can get 3 more done before I get my tags, then as soon as I get my tags, I will be putting up all the hats that are made, and all the cardigans that are made. Because I believe that's the only thing that doesn't have tags, that take tags. I probably will be making some, what do you call that? Bandanas, because I do have two, I think. And I do have a lot of bandana yarn, like right here. This cubby here is all like the soft cotton. This is stripy. I don't know if you could see it. There we go. And that yarn is really good for bandanas. And I did buy this one. This is Crafter Secret Cotton. And I did buy this one to see how a bandana looks in that. And I would like to make some bandanas. But I'm trying to think realistically, and I don't know if I can get all of that done before, I get my tags, so that way, I was thinking like the stuff that's already tagged and the stuff that I already have done, I'm going to put it up, and I hopefully will have it all up by Monday. And that would be like, kind of like in my mind, like kind of like a soft opening, you know? And then when I get my tags, everything that's done that doesn't have tags will get tags and get pictures, and all of it will go up at the same time. And, like have like a large drop. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So I'm trying to get as many things done as I possibly can. I think the tags, now I'm not sure, I would have to go look, but I think it said anywhere between the 21st and the 26th, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. I have to go check. I ordered them on Amazon, so I have to go look. But like, it's like a whole, like the rest of this week. Well, today's Friday, but this week and all of next week, or most of next week. So who knows? You know what I mean? I might be able to get all 3 cardigans done and some bandanas done. And I do have like a few bags that I would like to make that aren't market bags, because I think market bags I have enough for now to put up. And then, once I get the other items that I really want to have up there, I would also like to make a few ponchos, maybe 2 or 3 ponchos to go up. So that would be kind of cool. The ponchos do take me about, I think, like 10 to 12 hours. I'm not sure, because the last one I made, all the ponchos I've made were for myself, and I really didn't time myself. But also, like, I didn't time myself for the second one, because that was when I was tweaking the pattern from the first one that I made. And so I didn't really time myself, because it was like I was making a lot of tweaks and changes. Not a lot, but, a few here and there. And so I wasn't sure of how, I didn't want to time myself because it wouldn't be accurate, Now that I have the pattern completely, like, set up and I know exactly how I'm doing it, when I make it this time, I am going to time myself. But if I had to guesstimate, I'm thinking it took me about maybe 10 to 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours, maybe less. I'm not sure. And then the last one I made didn't take me very long either, because that one was just and that one I don't think I'm going to need to make any tweaks or anything like that, except for how I put it together. I do want to try something different, but as far as the pattern itself, I love the way it came out. It was just a simple V-stitch, and I think it came out so pretty. You might have seen it already, or if not, I will take pictures and put it up. That's what I don't know when this video will be released. I don't know if it'll be released tomorrow or if it'll be released Monday or maybe even Saturday. I'm not sure. But when I go out on Saturday to take pictures of all the stuff that I have ready to go up on my website, I'm also going to take pictures of the few wearables that I made for myself within these past few weeks, because I haven't taken any pictures of those except for the first poncho, which you did see. I did put a little short out, and I didn't take any pictures, I don't think, of me wearing it, but I did. Oh yeah, I did. And I should have posted them too, but I know I did do a little short. But I do have two other ponchos after that, and a cardigan that was before that, or yeah, that I haven't taken pictures of. And so I want to do all of that on Saturday too and get it all up, because again, like my craft room, I did change the lighting, so I don't know if it made any difference from the other videos that I've made. But I don't really want to. This room is a little bit crowded. There is it is a pretty big room, but I have a lot of stuff. I don't just crochet. This is actually like the last hobby that I tried. I'm trying to see, hold on, where do I want to go? I'm trying to think if I want to finish and do 2 whole rows, or technically some of them are 3. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to end the purple here. And let me see. All right, let's see. Okay. I think that would be good. All right. And I know I do have more than enough of these colors to do a second panel. So this time I didn't do 2 at once because I didn't have any idea how I wanted to do the colors. So I thought it would be just better to do 1 panel at a time, because honestly, like, this has all been like as I go. But like I was saying, I didn't what was I saying? I this was I just picked crochet up about almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years, I think, in like January. Before that, I do make jewelry. I don't make it so much anymore. I will make certain things here and there. I use wire. I do have it up there. I might do a little video showing you my workroom. But I do a lot of crafts too, and I paint. So I have like one wall that has like all my paint supplies, and I have like a small little wall that has like all my jewelry that's made, and like little jars that I've hand painted and stuff like that. And then obviously the yarn wall behind me in this little section. And then over there is just like a bunch of, you know, other supplies like beads for my jewelry, wire, there's all kinds of stuff. It's like my little craft area, because it's not just jewelry, it's not just beads, it's not just stuff for necklaces and bracelets. There's along with the wire and the beads there, which there is quite a bit, but along with that, it's just like you know, stickers and stencils and, sewing supplies and paintbrushes and other, like, tools and stuff like that. So it's not just a yarn room. I wish I could have just a yarn room, but number one, I haven't been crocheting long enough to have a stash that size where, I need more than a wall, because I mean, I have a pretty decent stash. Some people might say that I have too much yarn, but if you don't crochet and you don't like do wearables and blankets, and you don't know how much yarn it actually takes to make these items, then from your point of view, sure, I can see how you would think that I have too much yarn. But from, if you are a crocheter and you do make wearables and, bags and big projects, then you know that it's not a lot of yarn. But at the moment, I don't need, more than one yarn wall, because I did just start, so I don't have that big of a stash. Because my yarn wall is pretty big. But hopefully one day I can. That is my dream, to have a giant yarn stash. I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is. It's the truth. So I, in here, it's a little too crowded to take pictures the right way, unless I'm doing flat lay pictures on the table. It's way too crowded in this room to be able to take decent pictures of, items that I wear. Actually, like, if I'm not mistaken, that video that I made of showing you everything that I did for myself this year, from the beginning of the year, you can tell, like, the room is not very big, and I do have a lot of stuff in here, and I have two tables. I have this table here that I'm working on, that it's a glass table. It's an old kitchen table. I got a wooden tall table for my kitchen, and I did have, like, I had a round glass table first, and then I wanted something that was I can't rectangle, and this was years ago. So I first had a round table, and I had a glass on it that broke. And then instead of getting a glass for the table, I ended up buying a square table, a rectangle table. And it was also glass. And I used that for a while. And then someone was giving away glass top for the round table, and I still kept the frame and the chairs. So I took that round table and I ended up with 2 tables. So I was using this table as like a desk kind of. It's had many uses. But then someone, a friend of mine, gave me a nice tall wooden table for my kitchen because I rather have wood than glass. And so I ended up, and I had a round table at the moment in my kitchen. And so I ended up taking the round table out of my kitchen. And that's when I kind of started a craft room. And I was using both tables. And you didn't need to know all of that. But my mind works in mysterious ways. So all that to say that in this room now, I do have 2 tables. I have the rectangle one that I use as kind of like my desk. And this is where I crochet and have my computer and my yarn. And this is where I work and do my crochet or anything that I have to do, like with jewelry or anything like that. And then I have my round table, which I actually have in front of this table, and that's where I usually paint. Like, I like to paint on the round table because, you know, it's just easier to have the canvas on it. And I also use the round table to take pictures of all my stuff, and that's where this conversation started. I use the round table for flat lays. And so, like, you know, there's not much room to take nice full-length pictures and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and go outside to do those. And hopefully I will have it done by this weekend. And I know I talk a lot and I hope you don't mind, but I did finish with the purple. I'm going to start on the next color. But I think I would like to show you and let you see what I have so far. So this is what I have so far. And I actually think it's coming out really cute. It looks much brighter on the screen. I don't know why. My hair's getting on my nerves. And my nose is itchy. It has to be from the yarn. Oh my God. But this is what it looks like. See, there's yarn fuzz everywhere. So far. So you let me know what you think. I think it looks cute, actually. But, you know, I'm really not going to have a clear view of it until I, you know, put all the colors. But to be honest with you, I think it's coming out so cute. I think I really am liking it. It's giving me like Halloween-y witchy vibes. My favorite kind of vibes. I love witchy vibes. I love witchies. And it is giving me like a sort of like a witchy vibe with the purple and the orange and the green, and I don't know. I do like it so far, and I'm going to keep going. And I think that right now I'm going to tie on this color. And where are you? What the hell is going on here? Oh. What the? Okay. All right. I'm such a mess. But I am going to tie it on here. And, sorry, my hands are bothering me. And I am going to, I think, end the video here. I'm not sure if I'll be adding on some more footage. If I will, then you won't see this part of the video because I'll end up cutting it out. But if you're watching this, then that means that I did make this one separate video because, oh, itchy nose, because it was probably too long. I mean, right now it's at 35. I don't know if, you know, editing will bring it down too much, but I did talk a lot this video. But that just means that you get another video. So I will be tying on this color right now, and I will be ending this video here. And I might crochet for about another half hour or so, and I will be filming that, so you won't miss much. Now, again, this cardigan does take about 14 hours to make. So obviously, I'm not going to do a long content video of like real time, you know, like showing all of it, because that would be crazy. But I will be doing, I don't know why I keep putting that back over there if I'm just going to be reaching over to grab it again. But I will be filming it and try to put it all in a video somehow, you know? So we're going to figure all that out. But I am going to work on this just for a little bit longer. And I'll keep you updated on the progress, okay? So thank you so much for stopping by. If you watch this video till the end and you stick it out with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the train wreck. And I hope you stick around. I hope you come back and we can be friends. If you like the mess, if you like the train wreck that I am, and you enjoy the crocheting, and you know, like to hang out, then I hope you come back. You can hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel out a lot. And it helps, you know, me know that you're watching and that you like the videos. And if my channel keeps growing, then I will keep making videos. And we can go on this crochet journey together and see the more insane stuff that I make. And you can hit that little bell that tells you when I'm on and when I drop a new video. And I'm doing these on my phone, so like once I reach, I think it's like 50 subscribers, I can do lives. And I think I'd like to do that. If you want to see me go live, then subscribe to the channel. And, you know, then when I get 50 subscribers, I'll do my first live. And if you want, you can follow me over on Facebook and Instagram, Mary Jo's Creations. It's all the same. And I will figure out one of these days how to add all that stuff to my description box. We'll get there. We will get there some way, somehow. And I hope to catch you soon. Okay, guys? Thank y'all for watching so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And I do try to put videos up on Instagram saying when, or Instagram and Facebook saying that, you know, a new YouTube video is out. But I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys stick around, and I hope I see you later. Bye, guys.